Scott, you had a show you wanted to talk about on what else you watching? What else is on? What were you watching this week?
Yeah, because I didn't get a chance to get around to Last Chance U. It dropped 2 days ago, but
Dropped yesterday.
It's
I
okay.
just got
whatever.
the email like 18 hours ago.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much time, but I was watching the Mafia documentary.
Fear City.
Yes.
Oh.
Dude.
Wait, the Netflix one?
Yes.
Yes.
That's solid?
It's
Yeah,
good.
It's really good, and I was upset that there was only 3 episodes.
I was disappointed by that too.
All right.
Yeah,
word,
it was
word.
It's New York versus the Mafia, and it is so good. It's just basically like I don't like cops, but it's cops.
Why don't
talking
you like
about
cops, Scott?
Not gonna go there.
I
For another
plead the
show.
fifth.
But yes, I'm gonna plead the fifth. But
1, 2, 3, 4.
man, like I it's like the Mafia runs like a bunch of shit, but I didn't realize how deep they had their their grip on just the entire city.
Dude, not only their grip, I was impressed with the dude that they had talked to that was like special ops that talked about he was the one that went in and planted the bugs and what he had to do that. I can't imagine being in a mobster's house knowing this dude orders hits and being like, this guy's right over my shoulder and I have to plant this bug in his house.
Well, and then how about the time when the dude found the bug? They found the bug at the restaurant and crushed it, and they had to go back in there and do it again.
This wire looks strange. Clip.
Oh,
it's
man,
so
dude.
good.
Yeah, no, it's so good though.
So is it 3 episodes for the season, or are they like slow rolling it out?
Well, it's one of those limited series things. So it's like I think they're gonna check the reaction and see like how this one does, and they might do something else. But
so like I guess what I'm asking is I can like dive in now.
Go in now, yeah, because
like,
we don't know when
this
we
is
don't know
like
when
the
anyone's
Jordan
come
doc.
up.
No. This was just 3 episodes. It might not turn into anything else, but it's totally worth it.
Also, it was very strange to
I know what I'm doing
see
tonight.
interviews with Rudy Giuliani knowing how he turned
much of a
out,
cocksucker he is?
like, where he's at now, like going back in time and being like, dude, this dude took on the mob.
I've hated Rudy Giuliani since he was the mayor.
What was that name?
And so like
Ruly.
it's only gotten worse since he was like has left the mayor's office. Like he's become a bigger cocksucker since he left that seat. So as soon as he popped up there, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker.
But I knew that. I knew he was coming because I knew he was. That's how he became the mayor. Was like his. I took down the mob.
Giuliani's background.
And this is,
but then they had Trump in there too, looking all
Yeah.
young and skinny and shit. I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
more plastic
you mean
surgery
like
and
the fucking the Epstein doc, right?
Oh yeah.
Remember the Epstein doc too?
Yeah.
Same fucking thing, right? Like,
right.
And you want to say America's not rigged,
dude.
Right? You want to say there ain't no
and
behind the scenes puppet master bullshit going on here.
During all those interviews and how they're sitting there, like it was almost like they were trying to say Trump had mafia ties.
Dude, yes,
like,
that's what I was.
Without actually saying Trump had mafia ties, they were admitting
they were like
because it was like everybody who was involved in these construction projects. And then they showed Trump Tower, and I'm like, so what they're saying is he had to have known, he had to have collaborated with these mobsters in order for this to happen.
Let's be honest here, Scott. Netflix was very concerned because they didn't want Trump to come down and cancel the re-airing of Moesha. Because that's what
to be fair, nobody wants to cancel the re-airing of Moesha.
I was gonna say, like,
it's
that's what I'm about to be watching, though.
That's
Moesha,
where Ray J made his debut.
Sister, like, dude,
Ray
I cannot wait for that.
I can't wait for
y'all see
sister.
that?
All right, Tia or Tamara? Who you got?
I'm going with Tamara.
I was always a Tia fan.
I'm gonna be honest here, and it's because I've had concussions. Who was who? Like, I remember the personalities, but I don't remember the names.
This is worse than my not knowing that Ryan Reeves was a black hockey player. Moving on.
No. They're identical twins, man.
Okay, so you know that much.
Well, no, I know. I watched the show a lot, but again, I was like 8 years old. Like,
Tia was the one that was with the rich dad. Tamara was the one that moved in.
Tamara.
Okay.
Yep.
Done.
See, I know.
See, that's all I'm saying. Like, I just need to know the character. I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, names. I don't pay attention to names. I got faces for days, but not names.
Well, it's the same face. Last chance you also.
Fuck you, Mike. That's rude.
Last Chance U dropped this week. It is taking place in Laney in Oakland. I'm like 5 episodes in. It's solid. I feel like this is a show. I get why this is the last season and they are moving on, because there's only so many storylines of like, I grew up, I was really poor, I suffered all through this stuff, and this is my only way out. So I'm doing this to try to get to the next level.
That possible? There's only so many storylines. I will watch that shit all day.
I mean, it's basically 5 seasons of that in Last Chance U. That's the same. It's the same show over and over again, and you just have to like a character in order to hook in. And I do think
it doesn't matter because the subsequent seasons without Brittany Wagner, it's all been downhill.
Bam! I was gonna say, I just want to see Ms. Wagner.
It's like if they were like, "Hey, we're just gonna do a spinoff where it's just hanging out."
Did she finally get those adult braces off?
I didn't think she had them. Did she have?
I was gonna say I don't remember those braces. But even if she did, she was awesome regardless.
All right, let's do this. Let's do some Last Chance U power rankings. Let's go through people featured in Last Chance U, all 5 seasons. We'll go around the horn and 5 to 1. And we will do our top 5 people featured in Last Chance U. Since you guys haven't finished the show, I'm like most of the way through, but I've got a good idea of this last season. You're not really missing much in terms of characters this last season, so it's fine if you don't have anybody.
No Brittany Wagner, so who gives a shit?
So let's go through number 5. Scott, who is your say hi to Cheryl for me? Who is your number 5 feature on Last Chance U?
Mike said to say hi to you, so I'm saying hi. Yeah. For my number 5 on Last Chance U is going to be that fat hillbilly who wore the overalls with no shirt underneath from this last season. That is my number 5. That guy was my favorite. He was super Trump. He didn't know why. He was fat as hell. Like, he was the epitome of why we have Trump in office right now, and that guy right there, that Kansas
good choice from Independence. Drew, who's your number 5 from Last Chance U?
I wasn't aware there'd be a quiz. No. Ollie from was it East Mississippi or East Mississippi?
Oh, Ronnie Ollie? Yeah.
Ronnie Ollie. That kid cracked me.
Very disappointing that he's that low on your list, but yeah, okay.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, how are you gonna have him on 5?
Ollie's a big fan favorite.
I was struggling to come up with 5 because like I crushed Last Chance U the first 3 seasons in like a week.
Dude,
so it kind of all like blends together.
Here's why Ollie can't be that low. He was on Hard Knocks with the fucking
Yes, and got cut. He was the only guy.
Are you for real?
Yes, he was the only guy. He was the only guy that was Last Chance U and Hard Knocks, and he got cut on Hard Knocks. It was very.
And he got cut on Hard Knocks.
I just remember, was it so? Yeah, because Ollie was the kid that had to do the rolls, right? He had to roll the field.
He rolled the entire field.
That's Ollie to me this day, man.
I'm gonna go. My number 5 is John Franklin III. The dude felt like he was a little too good for scuba. He felt like he didn't belong there, and he showed that maybe he didn't because he did make the league. I thought he was, and not only that,
cup of coffee.
John Franklin III. He is now going to be catching passes from Tampa Tam this season. And yes, I said that on purpose. Tampa Tam. Tampa Tom. Yeah, okay. Anyways, moving on. Number 4, Scott. Who's your number 4?
Matt Barr, we are not drunk. You get the hell out of here with that.
It's funny that he brought up Ollie so early in the game because I was sitting there thinking my number 4 would be DeVern Williams, the defensive line coach that made Ollie roll the entire field.
Yes.
I loved me some DeVern
Williams. Good coach.
He played in the league, but he was like, seriously, I think through all of the seasons, he was my favorite coach because he was the only one who was like actually trying to help the kids for the legitimacy of helping the kids. Like, he didn't have an ulterior motive. Like, everybody else seemed like they were doing something else. But I love DeVern Williams, so he's my number 4 on Power Rank.
That's a good choice. Drew, do you have a number 4 or do you want to pass?
No, I got players that just let's just not pay attention to ranking. Like this.
Okay, all right, fine. That's good. You're just naming 5 people.
They're just dudes I'm naming. Bobby Brown, man, that linebacker, like. Man, kid broke my heart. He was so tragic because dude was a football player, but just like could not piece it together off the field.
You talking Bobby Bruce?
Yeah, it was Bobby.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I was gonna say Bobby Brown was a singer with Whitney Houston.
But like at the same time, was that analysis that far off?
No, your analysis was spot on. That's exactly
far off. Like,
their life spiraled.
No, but Bobby Bruce though, like I love Bobby Bruce because he got in trouble early in the season. He figured it out. He played out. He balled out. And like everything was looking up for him at the end of the season,
and then he decided he was going to go into a room with a gun and try to rob somebody.
And after the season, this happened. It's like Bobby Brown got caught for armed
Bobby
robbery.
Bruce,
like,
stop calling him Bobby Brown. He's not Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown deserves to get caught for armed robbery too for what he did.
Matt Barr, sorry for the spoiler alert. He said he just started season 4 last night. Bobby Bruce gets the boot episode 2. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, hey, Matt, it's fine. Just keep watching.
So here we go. Since Drew has taken 2 of mine already, I'm gonna give you my next 3 in my list. You took one of mine, asshole. I'm going to give you my next 3. I got Buddy Stevens at number 4. He dropped in my rankings because in season 2 he was like, "Oh, my family didn't like how I appeared in season 1, so I'm going to clean up my act." No, fuck you. You're a douchebag. Be a douchebag. Own it. Do your thing. So he dropped in my rankings, but Buddy Stevens, the fact that he was my intro to Last Chance U, he was the coach that got me hooked on the show. He stays in my top 5. Number 3 was Bobby Bruce for me, and then number 2 was Ollie because he's a fan favorite. So that's how I had my 2 through 5. Scott, get us up to your number right before your number 1.
Well, I'm going with Dakota Allen for my number 3 because he was like the most legit players of all of them. He's the one that got
John Franklin III would like to have a word with you.
No. But Dakota Allen was the one who it's like he got cut from Texas Tech and then ended up going back to Texas Tech. And he like seriously, he was the one who played like lights out. And you could tell like he was a fish out of water because it's like he was the only one who seemed to know that he made the mistake and was trying to atone for it. Yeah. Plus, he really had skill. He's the only one from the show that actually got picked in the NFL draft, albeit in the 7th round by the Rams, whatever.
Only had skill? Malik Henry would like to have a word with you.
Oh, Malik Henry. We've talked about him.
Fuck
he is the biggest bitch.
That kid's a pussy-ass bitch, too.
But, okay, so I'm going to go Dakota Allen, and then I will go Buddy Stevens for my
for your number 2?
No, I guess number 2 would be Ollie. No,
okay.
It's got to be
Ollie. Number 2 is
Ollie's number 2.
All right, Drew, get us. Don't tell him your number 1 yet. Get us up to your number 2.
No, I got you. Yeah, so you took mine. One of mine was going to be Franklin, the turtle, obviously. His kid was just funny to watch him operate. But one that y'all hadn't picked on yet, Isaiah Wright. Like that kid could run the ball.
Except for he got caught up in that murder truth.
Little problem.
I mean, shit happens.
Little problem. Like, little problem with murder, but outside of that, solid. Solid.
Look, those dollar bills didn't have blood on them. They could have come from anywhere. But again, like
Matt Barr just said Malik Henry is blind.
Malik Henry is a straight up motherfucking clown.
Malik Henry,
you know what I mean?
couldn't hack
like
it
that's
in
a kid
Nevada.
that doesn't have balls to stand up to his dad in middle school and say, "Dad, I want to do theater."
Oh, there's not even a gay dude that would fuck around with Malik Henry. He was that big of a bitch.
No, yeah, right. Like, fuck,
I hate Malik Henry. That guy
he should have been playing baseball by sophomore year of high school. Malik Henry, go to Florida State.
All right, Drew. Who else? Who's your number 2? I think that's how you're missing his number 2.
No, John Franklin was in there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
okay. So I think based on this, I think it's pretty clear that we all have the same number 1 when it comes to Last Chance U. It's pretty apparent. There's one person that we haven't mentioned that is likely number 1. So let's just
don't fuck this up.
Let's just do it all at the same time, right? Let's just do it together, right? On the count of 3, we're all gonna just name our number 1, and it's gonna be a very perfect way to end the show. 1, 2, 3. The Lion Man.
Wagner.
What?
What?
The Lion Man, the guy that growled from East Mississippi. Are you kidding me?
Oh, he had a name?
Yes, he was the Lion Man. He would just stand in the stands.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't think it actually had a name.
Rawr. Yes, the Lion Man. Yes.
So
that guy.
Do you think he's related to the Carolina Panthers guy?
Oh my god! Play the outro music.
No, but can we
ain't
just
even
Brittany
there
Wagner
yet.
for a minute, though?
We still got Brittany Wagner. What's she doing? She had she moved on to Detroit or something.
She's
she
a motivational speaker. Girls living large now.
Dude, she should have parlayed that because there was never going to be.
Oh no, are you kidding me? She should have. No, she parlayed the fuck out of that. She got
owns
a book deal.
She owns her own company.
Deal.
Yeah, she was doing something. I remember
I'm pretty sure she got an Oprah and Ellen.
The last wow, the last update I saw about her, she had started her own company. About
I really hope she got a butt deal though, because she could have gotten a little something packed up in there. She was looking flat.